would appear to have to fall would be the definition of SWAPO, Chief Administrative Officer, because that is not a defined term under the instrument under which he would serve. I have not read that instrument. So I guess as a result of that, I'm a little uncomfortable that we're rushing to pass an ordinance that maybe we should be thinking about a little longer. I started off by saying I have no problem with John serving, and I still don't have any problem with John serving, but I do have a problem with John serving under a questionable right. I guess that's my only concern.
Well, that was why we went to the original ordinance, and
Right.
this is the reason we changed. And the language in there that if I am not satisfied with the progress of changing the ordinance, I can pull this at any time.
Yeah. And I guess on that basis,
And that's the basis that we're going forward.
I guess that's the way it's written, so.
And if I may, Bill, just to say that Bill and I talked about that, and if Bill asks, I will resign under those
Yeah,
conditions.
but I could see that if that happens, which is a possibility, if Thursday night you have this meeting and you find out that they can't do this, or a week from Thursday or whatever, wait, well, let me just finish my thought. And Bill, in reliance on that, decides that, okay, well, he's uncomfortable with this ordinance because it's not legally effective, and he terminates you, I could see there being some fallout from that, and some potential discomfort among the board.
So be it.
Yeah.
But I'd rather not do that, because frankly, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable with this new board a little bit. There seems to be a lot of dissension in the new board, and maybe that's good for the village, maybe it's not so good for the village. And so I guess I'm looking more towards trying to accommodate consensus, and I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling warm and fuzzy about this.
Honey, I'm comfortable with it.
So, again, I'm okay with John doing this, but from a legal standpoint, I'm a little reluctant. But I guess to the extent that it's all clear that Bill could fix it by pulling the plug. If John can't fix it, then we're okay.
Okay.
And may I just say for
I feel more
I would
fuzzy
quit
about
while
what you
you're
said.
ahead.
I just want to say that I have complete confidence that Bill will work with me on this, and if it can be done, we will do it. I don't think anything is going to happen where something's going to go through where there be any negative repercussions.
Roll call vote, please.
Coach,
Aye.
Scott,
No.
Chamberlain,
I
Redditor. Aye. Haver.
All right.
4-1. It's ordinance 09-6-12.
Okay. Okay, second reading of an ordinance establishing the general prevailing rate of wages in the village. Have a motion, please.
So moved.
second.
Any discussion? This will go faster. Roll call vote, please.
Oh. Scott,
Aye.
Chamberlain,
Aye.
Redditor. Aye. Haver.
All right.
Coach,
Aye.
5-0. 09-6-13.
Okay. Wish everything was that easy. All right, request from the CEO, College Board of Opportunities for $6,000. They were here last meeting. They stated their case. I would think they would like to come back again. Anybody have any questions on this? I would recommend this.
I actually do. I had emailed Alicia, I believe it is, and answered a couple of questions. And one of my concerns is that, well, I think this is a wonderful cause. And I think it's a great organization, and there are people involved in Riverwoods, including, I believe, Bruce's spouse that's involved with this organization. I asked if any residents of Riverwoods were recipients of this program at all, and none have been. So I have somewhat of a concern. I don't know if we have a precedent of essentially supporting a cause that doesn't directly benefit any of our residents. I know it's possible in the future it could, I understand that, but I don't know if we have done this before, and if by doing this, we are setting a precedent.
The answer is, we're supporting the school and the district, which is 113, and it covers more than just Riverwoods. And I don't think we should make a donation with strings on it.
That's not really
I don't
my
think that's
question.
you suggested.
That's not my concern.
Well, you want to know, you want to know if $6,000 will go to Riverwoods residents one day, and you can't require that. I don't think I want to.
No, that's not what I'm suggesting. What I'm saying is, it's possible that it may not, and so are we setting a precedent by giving money to this organization, donating monies outside our village borders?
In other words, rather than proposing strings, just proposing not to make this particular grant because of that fact.
Either not to make this grant or to lessen the amount. I don't know, have we done this before?
We have made donations to school districts, and we made donations.
Outside our school district?
She's our school.
I understand District 113 is,
Yeah.
but it,
That's our school district.
I understand
I don't
that.
think there's borders with a school
The
district.
only example,
If we had a school in our village that we had to support is one thing. We don't have a school in our, like, a public school
I
in our village.
completely understand this. I have children in this school.
I know.
I think what you're saying is, in the past, when we had NSSRA come before us, we actually did a study to see how many people in the
Exactly.
village were covered by the NSSRA, so we were going to determine what level of support we should make. And I think what Cheryl is saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, that, what level of benefit are actual students in the village of Riverwood receiving from this organization, if any? That's, I think, what you're saying. So that should we be making a contribution to an organization that doesn't directly benefit children who could receive scholarships as opposed to the entity, the school, that might have children there from Mundelein or some other less affluent community, right?
That's essentially what I'm saying, yes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
there is, the only example I can think of is that I think in years past, the village used to make a contribution to Arts in Riverwoods.
Mhm.
Is that right? And Arts in Riverwood supported grants to students for arts.
In Waukee.
And
Right.
for the most part, I think that those were not, they could have been potentially, but.
Right, and that was a little, I had thought of that,
Yeah, and
but that was a little more,
And then the Deerfield High School and Stevenson High School, and now many of them were not.
I understand, except that was we donated to Arts and Riverwoods, and then Arts and Riverwoods then made that subsequent donation.
But I think that there's a potential that certainly, I don't think that the Riverwood students would be discriminated against. They would be on equal footing as any other student
Oh, I
who
agree.
would be applying for the college scholarship. So I think the fact that the organization is available to members of the Village of Riverwood is a valid argument. Just like, certainly we don't want to necessarily see kids having to necessitate their use of NSSRA, but it's a worthy organization, and we might support it anyway because some child of the village may need it at some point in the future. So it's a good point, but it doesn't bother me so much
Okay.
that I would be in favor of this.
Have a motion, please.
I would move that we approve the request for the $6,000.
Second.
Any more discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Chamberlain.
Aye.
Ritter.
Aye.
Haver.
Aye.
Coombs.
Aye.
Spot.
Aye.
Thank you. Any rate increases?
I won't belabor this, we've been down this road several times. We're contemplating now the fifth amendment to our agreement with Odessa for Julie locating. Hopefully the board has the information I sent out before. I'm trying to get away from giving you paper copies of things that I've already emailed to you. The upshot is simply this, that we are on a one-year contract with Odessa. In the past, we've asked them if we could go on a longer contract, and they've said that everything is predicated on their current contract to provide Julie locating services for the tollway, so they want to stick with a one-year contract. The rate increase proposed as